Hello, my friends. Have you ever asked about the web, the English teachers, the best English teachers in the web? What have they in common? Well, they have in common that they are native people. This genius of the language, they have been abroad. They have traveled out of their countries and they have given classes, English classes there. So they have realized that English is very difficult and the methods don't work. They ask themselves why the pupils doesn't learn English. And they analyze the method. They analyze the books. They see and they try to discover what's the main problem. And so they go to a conclusion that they have to make their own method based on what is happening with the learners, with the students. They have in common that classes, because when a student wants to improve in the language, in English language or in any language, they need a lot of hours, a lot of hours. The student is the responsible. He's his own teacher, because to learn English is to study many hours, a lot of hours every day. Yesterday I was in a webinar. I was listening the question that the teacher made, and he asked, how many hours do you spend learning English in a week? And he couldn't believe that many of us, more than 40 hours a week. He said, it's a lot of hours. And he gave some advices. He said, it's okay. I agree that to learn English, you must study many hours. But you need to have a plan. What trick you can take to, in a short time. That's the same opinion of the best English teachers in internet. They speak only in English because they are native English teachers. They are native. They were born in the United States, in England. So they speak only English. Only English. So for a beginner, these excellent teachers don't apply because they speak at the normal speed and it's hard to understand them if you don't have so what do these good teachers have in common? Well, they are native people. They have traveled out of their countries to give English classes. In this moment, actually, many of them give English classes by internet, but they are not in the United States or they are not in England. They are in Japan. Many of them. The best are in Japan. I don't know why they chose Japan for teaching English. But the best are in Japan. At least I know 4 of them by internet, obviously, that actually are living in Japan. They have their websites. I remember Julian. I remember English Anyone. There are also one teacher that I think maybe he's the best. He's a Canadian. Steve Ford is his name. Why do I think he's the best? Well, he had seen all the troubles and he has made his own method. But it's interesting because he recognizes that English is music. So in almost all his videos, he makes things for those videos, inserting the vocabulary for that video. So we learned with songs. He has many years teaching English. He have a lot of experience. But what distinguishes him from the rest is that he's a musician. He's a musician because he makes the music, he makes the word. He's a real artist. And He makes very, very beautiful videos. Well, but in this video, I want to share with you my opinion about what the best web English teachers. What do you think about your teachers or the teachers that you have seen internet in YouTube? Please leave a comment. I'd like to know what's your opinion about the teachers. But what I have seen is that they are worried to give good advices and to guarantee that you learn. Why? Because you are the one that is going to learn by yourself, listening the advices that they give. They have books, electronic books. You can get them for free if you subscribe, and then you can have video conferences with them, paying an amount of money because they have the teaching as a business. But the best, I think, is not their own purpose. They are really interested that you learn English to be fluent. Why they pay special attention in giving you advices to fluency? Because our main problem is fluency. We don't speak in English with anybody. So they speak in English and they say that you have to speak in English too. They help you to get fluency. Teachers in English in internet, we are millions of people in internet, but for millions, we have only a few teachers in internet. What else do they have in common? They are trying to discover short ways, tricks to improve your fluency. They don't give in a school. They gave classes. They gave advices, accessories by internet. They are using internet to help you to improve your English, to improve your fluency. What else? Well, Those things are the most common things that I have noticed. So if you think that you have seen a very good teacher in internet, please leave me a comment. I'd like to go to his website and to look his or her method. I'm interested in improving my fluency too. So I'm making a great effort because to be bilingual. I understand English, but my fluency is my weakness. So I'm looking for the best teachers for advanced students. Can recommend me one? Please, a comment. I'm going to make a list. English teachers in internet. That list I'm going to review every now and then to include your best teachers if they deserve to be in that list. But for now, my is Steve Ford, Canadian. In my list, I'm going to put you in number 1. Okay? Okay, my friends. See you in the next video. What do you think about this video? Okay. Goodbye. Bye. Be happy.